And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On the double. There.
Here we go.
Get it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing Jones. And some room to work. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Now Jones. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Saquon Barkley running right. Oh, twisting away. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now Jones throwing on fourth down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Get that quarterback. It's on field. Hey, it's on out. Hey, alert 3.
Gurley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
95, Mike, White, 95. 65, 65.
Jones operating from the gun. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Hit it.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Here's Barkley. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Oh, they'll run the option. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now. But I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. A first down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray, he's going to take off with it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. To throw on third down. Murray, he'll rifle this one, and he fires one that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
On second down, here's Barkley. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And a big throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. A first down carry for Barkley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They lost 2 there, and it's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third. From the gun on third down, Murray steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Cooks, and it's a touchdown for the New York Giants.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Roses to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the
Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
At 25 to Mike. We've got 25 to Mike. Let's go.
Murray now on first down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. K.D. Cannon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Barkley, room to run again. The 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now from Murray. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check his mic. You remember me? Let's go.
Got a man, Slayton. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Pilot, 64, weak.
I'm coming after you.
Again, it's Barkley, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man. And go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They do go for it. It's Murray, and able to find Kirk complete. And they work this out past the 25. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 27-yard line.
Situation. Let's go.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And here we go on 4th down with Murray. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The drive will start with an option going left. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And an alley to run. There he goes inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Switch gears. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Yeah.
Now it's Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And deep, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Ximines in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Murray under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack by Jordan Willis.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. I got to say, when they started to run that football, I was thinking, what are you doing? It's 4th and 10, but then I saw the play develop, thought, they're going to get this.
The only thing that went through my head as that play unfolded was a movie line. That just happened. I cannot believe that they ran the ball in that situation, and not only did they run it, they picked up the 1st down. What a terrific play call, only because it worked. Otherwise, I'd be roasting them right now.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. The Cardinals on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Switch. Check your hot read.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that will get them one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last two drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop it? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 70 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His fourth touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, three things can happen, and two of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Another carry now for Gurley. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Murray and company going for it on fourth. Open man is Kirk, complete. 20, 10, 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Prater for the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On the double. Protein spell.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll run for it with Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And they'll cut it to the right side. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Giants, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the difficult season continues.